How are we gonna like buzz in? Do we have to like buzz in?
No, don't
Yeah,
buzz in.
bark.
Just So yeah, welcome to the fourth episode of, is it the fourth? I think it's the fourth. The fourth episode of unNUELable. I'm Thrall, I'm from Warwick. I'm the main support player in the current teams of either Manchester Beekeepers or Oxford Bots. I'm here with Younisco, who's a returning host. I'll call you that.
Something like that, yeah.
Probably deserve that name.
I've been expanding my horizons into Flex DPS this season, and it's been really fun actually.
Big.
Um,
I'm also here with Voltsa from Southampton. So.
Hi guys.
What do you play? What do you
I play main support and I'm the Southampton Overwatch rep.
Big and the Kitten Supreme of No NSC. I'm also here with Rosden, also from Warwick, but from the Warwick Hookers.
Hello, yep, I'm Rosden. I'm an ex-Warwick Angels player, and yeah, I currently am perma-benched for the Warwick Hookers. My computer is in terminal decline. Yeah, it hasn't been working for a few weeks, but hopefully I'll get back on at some point soon.
God just doesn't want to see you succeed. No, he knows that if the Hookers had you, it would be just way too powerful of a team.
Genuinely terrified about like TP hog plays and stuff, and it's just never happening.
I mean, to be honest,
no,
go on.
Oh no, I wish, but I don't know. I feel like Hog's in a pretty rough with the current state of Overwatch. Although
maybe
he's just not that good anymore.
No, Pokestar made it work for a bit, so who knows? Who knows? But yeah, no, actually about the Hookers. Let's go to our power rankings from last episode and think about that again, because the Hookers, I feel like we're terribly underrated. Apparently, I don't think anyone's really expected you to. Well, we expect you to do well, but not do that well. Like you're like top 3 in both. I don't remember exactly, but
yeah.
To be honest, I don't know myself. I haven't played in a couple of weeks, so I've been kind of out of it. However, I do know that we were criminally underrated. I think everyone on my team was a little bit left a little sore after the power of last episode. But you know, we like it. You know, we keep it low key, and I think because of that, I think most teams have maybe like underestimated us coming into this. I know, obviously, it's in the name, but we're expected to be, I guess, a Roadhog team. But as things have gone, I think we've leaned more into the Diva with Inestra, our substitute, but I guess now our main. And I know that obviously the team's been sort of working around that, but it's been going pretty well, I think. And yeah, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful for the brackets as they come up.
For sure. Like I can definitely attest to this because we have played them 4 times. I don't want to be playing the Warwick Hookers 4 times. We played them 4 times across both tournaments. But they are definitely like terrifying. For reference, we've gone 2-0 twice. So it's currently 1-3 to them. So they have won the majority of the series against us. And it is so terrifying and so like annoying that they just so happen to have like a Diva buff like randomly in the middle of all of this. So and especially with our team, we're very much playing around a particular player on our team. And very much playing around like, you know, Reaper plays and stuff, and then there's a Diva just like hard eating every single shot that our Reaper takes. It's very, very, very frustrating. I know it's been frustrating for a lot of people whenever we play against them.
I mean, Diva.
Honestly, as a Hog player, like I have played, Diva is just so impressive right now. I don't know, her matrix just feels incredibly long, and you know, especially if you're playing, you know, another shotgun character, you know, your damage is just in the bin. So yeah, I'm kind of glad that I haven't had to play against my own team really.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, that being a whole thing, Reaper probably didn't really benefit much from the patch given the armor changes. So how are you guys making it work?
We honestly, like, nothing's really changed with our game plan for the most part. Is that our Reaper requires a lot more care now because they have to stay in the fight for a lot longer for them to have anything, and it's very, very annoying with basically any armored character, especially D.Va. I swear to God, Anessa is like actually like a freak of nature on D.Va. It's so annoying. And the amount of times I've seen this guy like in our series, hard stat preserving, by the way, hard stat preserving. Just like it's so annoying every time that man is alive. So nothing's really changed. It's just I just have to play with virtually no resources,
Fair
which
enough.
sucks. But it is what it is, I guess.
Yeah, I get that. And similar question to you, Volta, actually. Has the patch changed anything for Southampton? Oh, sorry, Portsmouth Death Knights. How do they play, or is it just?
I mean, we've noticed that sort of both Imperial and Hookers have this sort of unique style, and it really takes a lot for teams to adapt to that. So you need your players to individually know how to do that. So if you've got one weak link, it really screws you over. So we've tried to sort of make our own style, and it's been playing around the Farah, and unfortunately Farah got a HP nerf, so
I actually wanted to wait until like we had this little moment to discuss this. So like obviously we played each other yesterday. I was very much off rolling. I saw that you guys were very, very, very determined to be forcing this like ram stuff, and to the point that when we swapped to Winston and things got a little bit more difficult for you guys, and then we started winning. I'm wondering why you didn't just like swap something, because clearly something wasn't working, and apparently this was a decision up to you. So I don't know.
well, I can attest to the fact that I definitely made some compositional and map choice decisions that weren't optimal. We do have a second comp. We should have played it, but there were some other issues going on. So
what's the tea?
it's been a long time since we as a 5-stack actually played against your style, and no other team really does it apart from maybe UCL last year. And
true.
like everyone else is on sort of brawly stuff or Doom, and it's sort of if you've got one guy who's not doing their job, you let too many people in. So we were really trying to play around this core style of keeping your Lucio, your Ashe, your Kiriko all stacked and sort of stopping the dives before they happen by individually going around and disrupting people one by one. But you need all 5 members of your team to be actively disrupting, and due to micro mistakes, some of our guys, they were not disrupting when they could have been. I'm not going to name any names, but you might have noticed.
I do recall you Ajaxing, so you know.
Yeah.
I mean, when you're losing against Younisco and Lucio, it's something has to be going wrong.
I'm so sorry, but like this might be like my second time properly playing Lucio in like some sort of team environment. Last time was literally last summer when we were playing against we were playing against people who weren't the greatest.
Yeah, well, on the PAL, when it was looking like we might reverse sweep, we tried to completely switch up our style. We stopped caring about the core, swapped the Ashe for a Tracer, and just go int and play ranked. But unfortunately, for some reason, probably partially map choice decision, partially some of our players just dropping the ball on Esperanto, we got rolled. So
it was quite fun, that map, to be honest. From my perspective, obviously from your perspective, you guys are getting kind of like shit stomped. So like obviously it wouldn't be fun.
So yeah, another thing that we should probably talk about, Younisco, you've mentioned how you guys played the Hookers like 4 times. We as the Angels, or like whatever our name is, we haven't played any of like most of the cool teams. We haven't played you, Southampton, right?
No.
This summer, we haven't played the Hookers. we've played MMU 3 times, which every single time it was just a roll. So what's going on with Swiss? Why are we doing this?
I think there's a couple things to think about. Potentially, USS not actually doing opponent match win percentage for the first 3 weeks might have had something to do with it.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
So essentially, what it meant is if you lost both games on the day, your opponent match win percentage would be 0% for the next week because it only looked at the last week.
Oh,
And so
it wasn't like aggregated.
then you play a team that won both their matches last week, and you can see how it sort of snowballs. I know
Yeah.
Nottingham in particular really got screwed over by I think it was the NSE Swiss system, because obviously NSE, they normally do Steal the Seed system, which I've been very against and wanted Swiss to get implemented so much. I've been on a crusade for it. But the way it works is if there's an odd number of teams on a given record, the highest opponent match win percentage team on that record will play the highest opponent match win percentage team on the record below.
Yeah.
So if you've got a really good opponent match win percentage record, and there's an odd number of teams in the tier above you, like Nottingham had, you get to not only play one team in the night that is on a better record than you are, when you should be playing an easier team since you've got a higher opponent match win percentage, you get to play 2 teams that are on a better record than you.
So good. So good.
Has that basically just meant that people are basically playing the same like top teams when they shouldn't be?
Yeah, they literally missed top 16 because of this. Like,
that's painful.
Who's organising all of that now?
Did you say that again?
Who's in charge of organising Swiss?
Which uni are they partnering with?
Well, maybe we're gonna touch on that in Client of the Week. Maybe that could be some potential candidates there. But yeah, no, it seems like every single team has had one other team that they just played like multiple times, and it might actually be now. I think after I've seen the playoff brackets that us and the Hookers might just never play each other unless we like get in the finals in either of the tournaments, because we're just on 2 sides of the bracket. It's something we've been like really looking forward to, because it's a work in-house.
When the super sub Rosden gets subbed in and it just absolutely hard rolls you guys, you know.
Yeah, I mean, is Andreas still playing a lot of Doomfist at the moment?
Still is, yeah.
I swear that man keeps talking about how washed up he is on Doomfist. I mean, if he's playing into my Roadhog, potentially the best hog in the league, even though untested. But yeah, obviously I'd be excited for that matchup. Although yeah,
it might never happen. It might have to be some show match. You have to put some money on the line, you know.
Nah, you guys can take ports. I believe they're on your side of the bracket, right?
I think so, yeah, for one of them.
For both. Oh,
for NSC, I think they are.
NSC.
Which is fun because it's single elim, so there's only going to be one of us in the final.
Elim, guys. But it's fine. It's best of 5, guys. So that makes it so much better. But it's single elim.
Not only is single elim, it's top 16 single elim when it was complained about for being top 8 single elim. The problem with single elim. So
we'll get there one day, I think.
Are those best of three games?
It's best of 5. That's their compromise. The compromise is a best of 5.
For some reason, you also play 1 match on 1 week, 2 matches the next week, and then I think 1 match is finals the week after. It doesn't make sense.
I don't
know. What is finals? Is it best of 7?
Probably,
yeah.
It almost always is.
Could be best of 5.
If it's a best of 5, I swear to fucking God.
Because I might recall some. I might just be like spreading misinformation right now, but I think last summer one of the finals was best of 5.
Really?
I don't recall correctly. Or it was maybe supposed to be best of 5, or we fought against it, but
yeah, I was about to say surely we can just argue.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if there was a plan like that for one of the tournaments, but I don't know.
Oh, that would be a little bit painful.
That'd be pretty cool, actually. I love a best of 5 final.
I was gonna say, I know Warwick obviously has the esports center, but what is the chances of a LAN final occurring?
LAN final,
A
Warwick
LAN fight.
esports.
That'd be quite funny, actually.
That would be fantastic. Like, I mean, even if Warwick don't get to the finals, I mean, I'm based in Coventry currently, so I don't know, I wouldn't be.
Yeah, I think a fair amount of your players aren't. So it'll actually be quite funny if you're just like sat in between like 5 people. Yeah, you have like Yakov just like peering over your screen and being like, what the fuck are they playing, you know?
All tracking. But yeah, so going back to the power rankings maybe. Other than the hookers doing much better than expected, one of the possible champions, Sussex, is no longer playing, so they're gonna have to be dropped from the power rankings eventually, but that's gone. And that means we're also not gonna see a Rosden versus Pokester hog off.
I didn't realize that they'd like completely stopped playing. Like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm guessing, yeah, just due to team issues.
Some people don't like each other, let's say.
Don't like playing with Roadhog players.
Yeah, no, I mean Roadhog players are just like scum of the earth, you know.
Understandable. I mean, yeah, I think everyone on my team might have had to have some growing pains, I guess, as realized that I wasn't going anywhere for a few years. But yeah,
it's definitely a change of pace as well, because I imagine because everyone else on their team probably has experience with you know, playing other comps, or like, oh, this thing isn't working out, oh, we can just swap to this thing and it'll be completely fine. And it's just like, no, I'm going to be playing Roadhog. It's just like,
yeah,
fuck, man.
How were they doing?
They were doing really well.
They were doing really well. Like they were doing really well.
Yeah, we've played them like twice, I think. Which, thanks to us, we only played like 2 weeks while they were still playing, or 3 weeks. We still played them twice, but they were really strong. Obviously, you have to consider that we're doing OTP team, they're a hog OTP team, so there's obviously a bit of issues there, but it was really tricky, and like they even went like really close with Portsmouth on one of the streamed games that I saw, so
yeah,
they were definitely like up there. I think our prediction was very on point, where they could have been possible champions, but yeah, very sad. Really cool people.
No, that's a shame then. No, aside from Sussex, I guess Portsmouth is doing as expected. I mean, old Portsmouth. Yeah, personally, I haven't been able to play against them. Yeah, I think the only time my computer was working, I was definitely benched. Thank you, hookers, for that. But
I would have loved to seen the hog mirror between you and JJPT, man. That shit would be so funny.
True, actually.
I don't trust that man not to go Malga. I don't.
No. He doesn't have like the not courage, but like he doesn't want to. It's like it's very scummy for him to go Malga, I think, according to him. So
not an honourable gentleman. Yeah, I know. Obviously, my team's had a couple of games now have quite struggled. I mean, have your team sort of found that?
So at least so we've played one series against them, and they were missing Lukey Boy, the flex CPS player, one of like the core ports people, right? And it was close. It got down to like basically like the last fight of like the last map, 1-1, like last control point, whatever. And it was like really close. And I think that like it was all like solvable mistakes from us for the most part. Like we were playing a little bit stupidly. They were getting complacent. Like I was watching back JJPT's stream. He was like, "I'm gonna stop trolling now, guys," and then it locks Ryan, and it's like, it was certainly maybe a little bit of complacency on their part. But it was like a really fun series. Like regardless, like even though we lost, like I had a lot of fun.
What have they been playing? I'm guessing.
They were. I mean, they just like they just play whatever. To be honest, like I've seen them play Diva. They played Winston against us. They played Ryan against us. They played a little bit of Sig. They're like generally quite flexible. Like I think everyone on their team is able to flex.
Yeah.
Random shout out to Todos because that man is a fucking freak of nature. Like genuinely a terrifying man.
Yeah.
And Volta, have you guys played the Portsmouth at all yet? Or
Well, we've played them without our full team because it's summer. But
yeah,
I'm not saying we would win if we had all 5. Certainly not.
Maybe not the Portsmouth Death Knights after all, you know.
yeah. We've played them like 3 times. 2 of those times I wasn't even there, and we lost miserably. So I'm obviously there's nothing else at play. It's just I'm making the team so much better. There's nothing else to it. But when we did play them, like with a full roster for once, they didn't have Todos, so it was just quite different. I think they were running a lot of like Lucio Anna stuff just to try and shut down the Doom as much as possible, which works to an extent, but the Anna has to be like insane on the hero to like not die on cooldown. So we did just eventually like win, but I think we're like if they have a full roster, it's just going to be such an even matchup. If we have a full roster anyway as well. But yeah, any other surprises from the power rankings? Loughborough, who's mid Div 1 and 6th on the tier list technically, don't have either Booga or Beak playing as far as I know, so they're just not a team apparently.
Yeah, I mean, I would agree with that position that they're at if they had Booga and a Beak. But it's just like the best way to put it is just a very weirdly unpleasant outcome for them.
Very weirdly unpleasant.
So, yeah.
Unlucky, I guess.
The Booga and Peak are nebulous even in winter and spring, so
yeah, for sure. I mean, like they I would imagine aren't like trying very hard to like win. They just sort of win just by showing up.
I can imagine that Peak would definitely prefer to stay on his substitute position for EXO now.
Yeah, I mean, it's a pretty good outcome, I think.
Pretty decent, yeah.
It's pretty even, I would say. Like you've got EXO and then you've got the Loughborough team.
So even actually.
I don't know what I would choose.
Yeah, hard decision actually. And last team that we probably very badly misjudged was Manchester Mayhem, who do not have Harris, their star hitscap player. At least as far as I know, he wasn't playing this summer. And I've just had roster issues like almost every week, so they're very much not in Div 1. They're quite far from it, actually, as far as I remember.
Would it be bad for me to like jerk off my own team and say that like I think that we were also generally underrated? I underrated us as well. To be fair, I also was saying that like I don't think we're going to be doing that good. I'm on flex DPS. I'm the furthest away from a DPS player you can imagine.
I mean, to give you credit, like when I'm hearing that we're losing a game to Younisco, I'm like, what the fuck? Honestly, yeah, I was a little shocked, but I mean, it seems like you guys sort of know what you're doing.
Yeah, no, like it could be a mixture of I slightly overestimated some teams. Like I think some teams just like they're missing their players or like they're not really trying or whatever. That's fine. Like I don't think our team is generally trying too hard either. But I don't know. I think I sort of underrated us as well, and maybe for wrong. You know, maybe we can see a finals or something. We're not, but like. Really? We can definitely upset some teams. I feel.
I say to say you're underrated, I would put you in possible champions. I believe.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, 100%. 100%. We go from the bottom of mid Div 1 to possible champions.
I believe.
Yeah, I can see that.
All right, I don't.
I'm gonna get 1,000 games in this next comp season done. You know.
Second player in Uni League to ever do it.
So I'm gonna go to the predictions for USS playoffs because we're lingering a long time here. So let's just move on and talk about bullshit there. So I'm gonna start with Younisco. Your bracket. Is there anything you would like to highlight there? Is there anything interesting that you predicted? Other than Portsmouth winning, which is just pure like lies.
I think Portsmouth shitroll you guys if they have their full team. I think that like I do think that like the win that you guys had yesterday is partly because they did not have Todos, who again is just like an insane flex support player. That man cannot die. He is genuinely immortal. But I think in general, like I think my bracket is like decently safe, let's say. Oh, and also because like USS is on Mondays, and you might not have J9 for a couple of the days because J9 is gonna be playing Face It League. Prioritizing Face It League. Imagine that. I would never do that. But like in general, like I think I played it generally safe.
I think Voltsa could probably take an issue of the fact that you have Kent winning with Southampton.
I would if we had our full roster, but
right.
The thing is,
I think even if you have your full roster, I think Kent are like pretty good.
Who's on Kent?
So it's they have a diva player. End of sentence.
I think compositionally, we've positioned ourselves to play a pretty good comp into what they have this season.
Not
so one of the teams we were sort of planning around.
Nice and cryptic. I like it. You're keeping everything on the wraps, guys. We're gonna be playing a Reaper. I'm going to tell you that.
I mean, you do have to consider with Kent that, just like always, they're their biggest own biggest enemies. So if Portsmouth Death Knights, if Southampton even came close to like winning a round or winning a map, there is always a chance of Kent's mentals just dissipating completely and losing the entire series. So
I think
is that kind of on Jackie? Like he's always like overhyping them every season. Like
no, but like to be fair to Jackie, like because their entire first team is all alumni. I don't think many people know just sort of like how good they are. They sort of underestimate them a little bit, so they go into it a little bit like this will be fine, whatever. Saying that, I have us beating them in the lower bracket.
I think you do.
So I do, and I do think that we probably do beat them because we have.
I think you've got
secret weapons up our sleeve.
You've got even better matchup.
We have ideas. Yeah,
like their poke style mostly, you know. Russia's really good into that.
It'll be very interesting. We haven't played them at all, and I really wanted to play them because Jackie has been hyping them up obviously a lot, and he's saying to me that like, oh, we'd fucking roll you guys, and I'm like, no, you won't. You just like won't. But it is what it is. So
your playoff bracket reminded me of the fact that not only we have like all those really good teams made it to top 16 and Donuts didn't, but Warwick team 2 or team 3 technically now, Warwick Angles made it in, and same with Sussex team 2. So like the Sussex Sharks might have stopped playing, it's still representation for Sussex because the Lone Sharks made it in. It's the first game for us actually, so we'll see how that goes. Might be very scary actually, but yeah, some very interesting results from the Swiss, I would say.
For sure. Definitely not gifted another Warwick slot in the top 16. You know.
No, it's really funny because like you just look at what teams the Warwick Angles have played, and you just see it's just like Royal Bears, Blue Jays, and then Donuts 3 times, lost all 3 of them, and then just like 5 different like really, well, let's say easy to beat teams. With no offense to those teams.
Easier.
And then they go like they finish what, like 5th, like They were like a really high seed, which is just incredible, honestly.
I'm sure they're very good players.
I'm sure.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
gonna say. I'm
sure.
sure they're incredible. But I'm sure if they play anyone else who is in like top 5 or top 6, they won't get rolled.
I'm looking forward to getting
No.
messages from Angles players after this releases. Actually,
I love that. I can't wait either.
I'm ready for the Warwick Angles upset.
surely
They're gonna win it
this
all.
time.
They're gonna win it all.
This time for sure. It's
I
always
believe.
been Warwick Angle's dream to do well. And the best the team has ever done was when I was on it, actually, with Matt Murray and Andreas, like in
So basically your team won. Like
basically
whatever,
our
man.
team won right now. Which yeah, that was fun. But yeah, so you have Portsmouth winning, probably not a big surprise there. I'm gonna move on to Voltsa. What do you have to say for yourself about your bracket?
Well,
So
I've sort of accounted for when we're missing players, and turns out it's actually Younisco might be overrating us in USS.
Maybe.
Yeah, actually,
yeah.
you do have yourself losing to Kent as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
You're also losing to MMU. Uh-oh.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is the first week Billy is away. So
Okay, that makes sense then. Yeah, no, you get rolled then. I'm sorry.
I'm not denying it.
Unlucky, I suppose.
God.
Don't think I've got anything crazy going on anywhere else.
Yeah.
Seems fairly conventional.
Oh, I can't wait to be the lower bracket merchants. Surely we can be the lower bracket merchants in NSE as well.
Is it just me then that's just underrating Kent so much? I feel like when we played them, it was just a complete brawl. I've mentioned it, I think, at the last episode, because it was like the first week of games that we played. But Kent,
do they have their full team?
They did have their full team.
Oh, uh-oh.
And we just absolutely rolled them. Like Matt Murray was spawn camping them on Widow on King's Row.
Oh,
so yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just a hater. Who knows?
Maybe. Surely they'll develop it. I'm sure they've got you downloaded right now, and you don't even know it.
I believe.
You've got is it Hookers losing to the Beekeepers?
Oh yeah, and this is in the lower finals.
I mean, regardless, I'd be glad to see a little matchup between the two.
I want it to happen so badly, man.
Oh, I'm so
It'll be such good content. Such good content.
Fantastic, especially I don't know, especially just considering like I don't know the teams have never really sort of seen their sort of like true forms play against each other.
Yeah.
You have the Warwick Angles and the Jewels, but obviously that's before J9 sort of was here.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'm struggling to think. But yeah, it just seems to me like I know it'd be quite an interesting matchup considering like obviously J9 is such like a power force, and then you've got Andreas, but obviously then in regards to that, if you're playing a Hog versus a Doom matchup, obviously
it's a little bit more difficult.
There's only so much Andreas can do. Yeah.
I just want there to be a Meta 1 video of it, like be like a big rivalry type thing. It'll be such good content. Good content.
Oh, it would be fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if we won,
Yeah, no, I mean you just will. It's fine, but like I think that if you guys do end up meeting that, then you probably potentially would end up winning.
Surely we're gonna play
it's
the Hookers at least once this entire summer, right?
It needs to be done.
As when the stakes are the highest as well. As your first time playing them is when the stakes are the highest. It's
exactly.
So good. Such good content, man.
Right.
No, it would be fantastic.
I'm gonna bring it to Rosden then. Spotlight's on you. What's your bracket like?
Non-biased.
Yes. What was it? In brackets, non-biased. So,
yeah.
I think I'm on. I think I'm my one. Yeah, I am. So, to be honest to myself, I have not played enough this season to actually know half the teams. Maybe even 2/3. So I apologize if I have anyone correctly. But yeah, I've obviously got the Warwick Hookers winning. Not biased.
Not biased.
I mean, consider how good we're doing, and we've got a subpar tank. Like, what can I say? No, shout out to Nesra, honestly, the goat. I'm sure we wouldn't be doing nearly as well without him. But yeah, aside from that, I do like having seen, I guess, my own team play against Portsmouth. It's kind of difficult to imagine a scenario where they don't win. Obviously, the roster is very strong, and like they've been so strong across like all the seasons that I've played pre-alumni, that to get the full team back together again with sort of like no gaps, it's just insane.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think either we or I don't know, you guys would have to play near perfect to mess them up. Although maybe if their mental sort of goes, there is chance.
Surely.
There is.
I can. I mean, I've seen worse, so it's not off the cards. But
if we do end up seeing a Ports Hookers finals, there has to be a map where there is a hog mirror. It just has to happen.
Ilios well.
Ilios well would be great. Although I think if I lost the matchup, then I'd definitely
you would just boom. It's over.
Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to deal with it. The ego would be past the floor.
Happens to the best of us.
Yeah. But other than that, what have I got? I've got UNIS and Co beating Southampton, Portsmouth Death Knights. That's all because I don't know enough. I think I'm yet to play.
I mean,
probably correct.
If they're down their tank and they lost to me on Lucio, then I think it's fine. I think we'll be fine.
Might be over for Southampton.
Just a little bit. You'll have to see the kitten tank.
No. We've got someone far more devious.
Far more devious. That's terrifying. I've seen you play Ramatra. I'm sure you're a freak of nature on Ramatra.
We've got a different guy who's actually hit Masters 1 on tank.
Big. I also hit Masters 1 on tank.
I don't think I'm
by Dr. Younisco.
I'm definitely not being carried. It's fine.
No, never. Especially not on Lucio. I think you did wonders in that game.
I actually did a lot. I would like to say I did a lot.
At least you did an Ajax,
I mean,
I never Ajax.
I don't know if you can ever be as good as my Lucio that I played in.
Your Mercy.
I don't know if you've seen. I think Key Dog said he could edit it into the video, but there is a scorecard in which I managed I think it was a USS game. I managed 20 deaths to 10.
I remember this. That was fucked. What is wrong with you? You lost that game as well, right?
Yeah. Honestly, the map, you were like, how did Warwick Hookers lose a map? And then I think that didn't help the underrating of our team. But I decided to go Lucio and thoroughly in my brains out. But yeah, 20.
Not too dissimilar to Voltsa's Lucio gameplay there. Chill.
Hey, all I'm saying is good Lucio plays Ajax. It's just how it is.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Exactly, yeah.
100%.
I get the same. I understand you.
But you play Lucio? I thought you played Zen.
I dabble.
He's a Zen player.
Yeah, honestly,
he's a Zen player who thinks he's good at Lucio,
True. Yeah.
You're good.
Can't deny it. Shut up, Younisco.
But yeah, Jakob, looking at the bracket, it seems like, I don't know, Manchester Beekeepers have a pretty comfortable sort of side of the bracket. It seems like you guys, it seems to me like you pretty much guaranteed to play Portsmouth.
At some point.
And it's probably going to be in the winners' finals. Like I think all of us think that it's going to be in the winners' finals.
Yeah. I'm switching to my bracket real quick just to move on to that. But I feel like I'm being very hopeful in my bracket and like putting in that work angles are gonna beat MMU, which it's not gonna happen, but it would be great to play the work angles.
Yeah, no,
Although,
you're smoking.
you know,
You're smoking.
maybe you don't have like if they don't have mid and they don't have Horrocks, there's a chance.
Oh
But
no, they might not have Harks.
true, it is
Because it's on a
USS
Monday.
actually because it is Pacet League.
Ooh.
So who knows? Maybe the work angle
But
is
they don't need
sorted out.
Harks, I don't think, because I think the rest of that team are pretty good, even if they
Yeah.
have a sub.
Yeah, when I was
I think they've got Jay Sketchy, was it? On the Horrocks
yeah.
gaming. So I think it's probably fine to play. I think he's thought about it, planned ahead.
True, yeah. You know, maybe he's gonna look in for playoffs. We'll see.
MMU finals, I believe.
Then I have us beating the Portsmouth Death Knights, which, given that you guys aren't even gonna have a full roster, might be a foregone conclusion at this point.
Quite possibly. That is, I believe, a no Billy week.
Oh no, Billy, my god.
The go.
And then yeah, we just meet Portsmouth in the winners finals, presumably. And that's gonna be fun because it's like if we lose that, we have to play an extra game, and then we're probably gonna have to end up playing the hookers or something. So maybe the strat is actually losing it, so we can actually get to play the hookers this summer.
Yeah.
But no, I really believe that we can beat Ports. I think as much as yesterday's game against them was not really a good indicator because they didn't have Todos. I still feel like with a full roster and when we actually play like we usually do, there's a chance. We beat them last year. Gonna do it again.
Yeah.
Surely. We don't believe.
What was the roster last year?
Official was the same, right?
They didn't have Todos last year.
Oh yeah.
So maybe
losable. You need to watch out.
Probably losable. But yeah, you never know what's gonna happen. I hope
sure.
that I hope I get those USS prizes, right, guys?
Yeah, we know what they are, right?
Right, the USS prizes, the sponsored ones. Anyway,
all I know is Mule socks were mentioned, so.
Ooh, I would actually.
It's written in the description, and that's the only prize that matters.
If it was Mule socks, yeah, no, I would take Mule socks. You're gonna say something, Rosden?
Oh no, I just said I would frame the socks. Never touch them.
Actually, yeah.
They go straight on the wall, alongside my Warwick jumpers. Mass accumulated. But yeah.
Oh, it's so painful just winning every single tournament I end up playing.
It's so difficult. Especially I've got a medium, I've got a large, I've got an extra large. You've
got an extra large. What the fuck?
Yeah. One day I can hope I become small.
It completely engulfs you.
Yeah.
Like an Udi.
My petite vibes, got my extra large.
Even it's like extra large, nothing underneath. Like it's just perfect. Like,
yeah.
Need those pictures, Rosden.
I was about to say, if you've got the funds,
Oh my god.
Anyway, I was gonna say we can move on to the quiz, but if anyone has anything they want to air out before we move on, any hate on KCL, for example, just throwing them out, I don't know. Then
for KCL.
Yeah, I don't know why anyone would ever hate them, but
yeah, true.
Well, there was that one time, I know it was a mention last episode, where Simon was, or Derpy was due to arrive within 5 minutes, and we got rulebook by them. Team decision, apparently. So some people claimed it wasn't their decision on KSL, but it's fine. We beat them with me on tank, so.
I mean, as someone who has dealt with many technical difficulties, I say cringe. I say cringe. Like the rule book, get out of here, honestly.
It's even worse because we had like 2 players on bad Wi-Fi too,
Oh, no.
and we only needed someone to download the game on hotel internet Wi-Fi because
Mm.
Billy's game wouldn't open.
See,
So
that was
bad.
an issue yesterday as well, right? I was watching Tornado's stream at one point, and there was like a long ass break between second and third map that actually delayed every other game. So thanks, guys. But also, fun fact that maybe Voltsa doesn't know, but Tornado's stream and Tornado's chat were very pro rulebooking you again at that point, in case Billy doesn't show up. So
I mean, if they went for it, we had to go on speed dial. That's all I'm saying.
Do you? Oh, I mean, but if you're missing your carry guy, you know, unfortunately, I don't think.
I mean, we lost.
Well.
We lost the match anyway. So
Yeah, true.
Would it make the difference?
I think it would be really
maybe
hilarious.
we would have full capped. We would have full capped.
It would be pretty hilarious if you ended up getting rule booked a second time by another London team.
I was so tempted. Like Sean was like very much like the devil in my ear, and it was like, just rule book these guys. Like they're taking too long. Like I've got places to be after this. It's like
there's socks to be winning. Like
exactly.
Yeah.
1% higher chance that you
the stakes are high.
The stakes are very, very high.
Mm.
All right.
I guess last thing to air out. Personal message to JJPT90. If you play in my fucking games, you're a bitch. Mirror the hog. That's all needs to be said.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then on topic with like the delays with that Southampton game, Jay or Magcorn emoji told me to wait, and we waited like 20 minutes because there was the small chance that the Loughborough people weren't going to show up for their stream game.
Small.
So there was a very small chance, of course. Surely no one wouldn't be just like scrambling, just some random players, right? But there was a chance that like they wouldn't show up. So we had to wait an extra 20 minutes on top of like the 5-10 minutes that we had to wait between maps. So fantastic.
Awesome.
There were Sean like tuned in to stream after like the last map, and he was like, "Why the fuck do I have 40 viewers?" And then literally every single person who was like waiting for the games to be released because we had to wait for.
Because you guys were the last game to finish.
But like, whose fault is that? It's not our fault.
It's just blame like WCS Swiss.
I blame the
Oh my god! Oh yeah, no, that one was our fault. I remember when that happened, and like we were the last team.
Oh yeah, you were the last team for that as well.
OWCS in one of the OWCS stages, we went to our map 4 because one of the maps was a draw. And so Orange's stream, who was our flex support, had like 100 and something viewers because everyone was waiting for him to finish for them to get the next map, or then get the next round.
No.
So, terrifying, really.
Really, yeah. All right, so I guess it's quiz time. So
Yippee.
I'm gonna quickly move on to pretty face cams and.
How are we gonna like buzz in? Do we have to like buzz in?
No, don't buzz in.
Bark.
Just
Austin's winning this one.
I have a soundboard of me screaming that sounds like a buzzer.
Oh my god.
Oh.
I can keep on using.
No, I feel like it's gonna be fine if you just like say it as soon as soon as you get it.
Sure. Rosden's gonna be silent for the next 15 minutes.
With the obvious drawback that if you say something and get it wrong, then like the music just keeps going.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so that means I could just say every single map and could we
one,
make it so there's like
you only have one guess.
Okay.
Yeah, so like once you guess and you get it wrong, the other people can guess it, and it just keeps going.
Okay.
All right. So we're gonna go back to the music quiz. So, how many of you guys play with your music on in Overwatch?
I do. There are some bangers, man.
I'm so cooked. I genuinely don't play with music on at all. I find it very annoying. I actually didn't know that there were loading themes. I think I'm cooked.
Did you genuinely just like turn it off like the first time you played Overwatch? Like I do not want to hear this shit. Like just turn it straight off.
I mean, for a long time I used to play with music. Back when I took ranked a little less seriously, I guess. Maybe more seriously, honestly. Like I don't know how seriously I take it these days, but yeah, I don't think I've ever played Overwatch.
Okay.
So
well, good luck to you.
yeah,
I think this is gonna be fun. So the way this is gonna work is I'm gonna play for you the map themes for some of the Overwatch maps with increasing difficulty. And the twist is that I'm going to play them from the start of the theme itself. It's not going to be, not necessarily anyway, going to be what you hear as you're loading into the map. So you can guess it off of vibes or just wait for it, like that part of the music to pop up. But yeah, you can guess as soon as you think it is. So it's very kind of rapid fire. So with the earlier rounds, I assume it's gonna be maybe like a few seconds of each of the themes at best. But
it gets progressively harder?
Yeah, it's gonna get much harder. I have some devious choices. So yeah, so you guys ready?
Yeah.
Sure.
Sure. All right. So yeah, just remember, if you get it wrong, you can't guess again. So you only have one shot. All right. So here comes the first map. As soon as it loads.
Numbani?
No.
Is it? No. Is it Parisio?
No.
What the fuck is wrong with me? I don't know why I was thinking I was definitely not Parisio.
So bad.
So okay, so no, the map is not Numbani, not Iconvolt, not Ilios, not Pariso. It's Ilios. It's
oh my god, okay, okay.
I thought this one was easy. This is exactly what plays when you're loading into the map.
I have literally never heard this song before, ever.
I mean, yeah, to be honest, guys. I understand Rosden, but yeah.
I don't know.
Shame on you guys.
It completely split. Like there are some that I actually notice or like.
Okay. I have 3 different maps in the easy tier. So
and that wasn't one of them. Okay, this is gonna be great.
So I hope you get this next one. Let me just load it up real quick. And here goes. So surely this one.
Temple of Anubis.
No.
Namora?
It is actually.
Fuck.
Yeah.
What's that?
So it's Hanamura. Volta gets it right for once. At least someone gets it.
For once.
For once, I mean, after 2 rounds.
It was over.
So currently, Volta's at 1 point, and everyone else is at 0. So come on, guys. Next map is also really easy, and I think this one, surely you guys are gonna get it. So yeah, it is.
Midtown.
It's Midtown. Yeah. Congratulations, Younisco. Yeah, it's just Midtown. It's probably
again. I can't. That one is like recognizable to me.
Yeah, I feel like if you ask people what like their favorite map like loading screen is, a lot of the people I've asked have always said Midtown, just because it's just a banger, honestly.
Truly.
But yeah, that concludes the easy section. I feel.
Rosa looks so confused.
I didn't even know they had loading themes.
Just guess around the map, you might get it right.
True.
Yeah.
I think I've enjoyed. I went Temple of Anubis, and turns out it's Hanamura. So I guess
you were really close. You were close.
It was. To be fair, I thought you got it, but like I don't think I remembered the 2 CP ones.
Yeah, no, I maybe should have mentioned this is gonna include all maps in Overwatch, both Overwatch 1 and Overwatch 2. So
and also Death maps. Also, don't you fucking dare say that I'm an Overwatch 2 player. But
I don't know, Younisco. You might not recognize some of those.
I mean, to be fair, I only turned on music after Overwatch 1. So I don't really remember or recognize most of like the 2 CP ones.
I don't think I have that many of them. You should be fine.
What is the purpose? Like I know Counter-Strike, for example, you get the music, you get the bomb you know.
Yeah,
that-
so you can hear when you should be touching for overtime, basically.
Yeah. There's like music for
Oh.
overtime that kind of helps with that.
Would you recommend me turning it on?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
As a tank player, you very much should, because likelihood is that you very much will be touching point.
If there's anything
In
that comes
overtime.
out of this episode, I hope it's Rosden turning on his music and game.
Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. And then the
We
next
can-
time I do it,
Yeah, no, we can bring him back, and then he'll be
Yeah.
able to ace this perfectly.
the
Right.
redemption.
I didn't change the caption, so it still said we're doing introductions, but oh well. So yeah, map 4. Good luck.
Nambani.
This is Icon World.
No.
They both guessed. I heard it.
You can listen to all of it now if you want to. You guys don't have any ideas what it might be? You can't say it, but
I know.
nothing.
Voltsa Industries.
Sadly not. Although that's a great one. No, this is Busan.
Oh,
This is the map theme for Busan. I'm
unfortunate.
very sad nobody got that. It's not looking good for the rest
I
of the quiz,
don't know
honestly.
why Icon. Why is Icon in my head?
I'll just keep guessing Icon World until it comes up.
Icon World will definitely come up, right, Jakob?
Maybe.
Surely. Alright, map 5. Still in the medium section. See if you get that one.
King's
Is
Row.
this Icon?
No.
Fuck! Wait, oh my god.
Just Voltsa now. Not a very long one, so
Is
you
it-
don't.
Is it Gibraltar?
Not Gibraltar.
Uh,
This is Hollywood. So,
So much pain.
is anybody gonna get 2 points? I hope so.
At least we can get a winner this time.
Surely at 1 point, right? Maybe I'm starting to realize that I'm just a fucking nerd for knowing all of
Maybe.
those.
Maybe.
I'm sure the quiz heads are getting all of these, and we just look like complete fools.
Yeah.
Um,
I'm ready for a bunch of comments.
all right, map 6, last of the medium section. Here goes.
Blizzard World.
Yes,
It
it's
is Blizzard
Blizzard
World.
World. Probably could be in the easy section. It's very recognizable, but yeah, no, congratulations. Volta's at 2 points. Younisco's at 1. Rosden's at 0.
Yeah, thanks for reminding me.
First of course. Now for the hard section. Here's map 7. Good luck.
This is Parisio.
It is, actually. Very so. I maybe thought that people might get it confused with like Dorado or Roots, because they're like kind of the similar theming, but
Oh, I can see how it'd be Dorado.
do you even know what Dorado sounds like?
It has the vibe. It has the vibe.
Yeah, no. I think
I-
like the brass stuff is
Yeah.
easily recognizable, I think.
Yeah.
Alright. Map 8 is starting. Look.
Horizon Lunar Colony.
No.
I was ooh. I think I didn't say that then.
You guys are guessing really quickly.
Lijiang Tower.
It's not.
I'm gonna take my time with this.
Sure.
I'm not gonna take my time with this because I'm just not gonna get it. It is the Temple of Anubis because I don't recognize it.
It's not Temple of Anubis either. This is New Queen Street.
Oh, interesting.
I
It's
thought
'cause we never
Younisco.
play that map. Everyone doesn't pick it. No one wants to play it.
I thought Younisco would
Okay.
know it since he's an Overwatch 2 player, but
Fuck you. Fuck you. And fuck
unlucky,
fuck
I
you.
guess. All right, now last of the hard section is map 9. So here it goes. That was the part that plays during the loading stage, so
Fuck me. Okay, no, I was gonna wait for
there's
that.
not much to wait for.
Colosseo?
No.
Nepal?
Also not Nepal. Just up to Rosden now.
Wait, I think I might know what it is.
Just to help Rosden out, I'm gonna say that this map was already mentioned by someone earlier. It's not Gibraltar though.
Is it Horizon is a colony?
It is, but you've already guessed.
It is! Oh my god!
It's Horizon Lunar Colony.
Oh my god. Oh, okay.
Yeah, no, Voltsa, you said that like just last round, so I thought maybe.
Nah, I was just going based on vibe.
It is a very vibe based.
Yeah.
Like, if you know it, you just get it from the beginning. But like,
probably, yeah. But
the
then,
rest
like,
of it is just very vibe based.
if you play 2CP nowadays, you probably don't play Horizon because it fucking sucks. So,
It's such a bad map.
Yeah, so now with the very hard category, which I'm realizing maybe is a bit misleading. Here's map 10.
Junkertown.
No,
Gibraltar.
it is Gibraltar.
Yeah, fuck, I just need to say something, man.
Quick fun fact, Gibraltar has the shortest map theme in among all of the Overwatch 2 maps. It's only at like 53 seconds. So,
Wasn't it one of like the first like OG maps?
I think so, yeah.
And so that's probably why, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Longest one is like Havana that has like, it's almost 4 minutes long, which,
Jesus Christ.
yeah, they really went up for that one.
Just for a fucking dog shit map, it just has the longest theme.
Pretty much.
Longest theme for the longest sightlines. What a fun map.
Alright, the penultimate map. Here goes. It's a quiet start.
Antarctic Peninsula?
Yeah,
Ooh,
it is. Damn.
interesting.
Like, I see it, but like, damn.
It's a really cool music. Piece of music.
How many more of these do we have?
This was the second to last one. It's only one now.
Okay. Voltsa,
No.
even if we know what it is, can we just let Rosden have a guess for the last one? He can take as long as he wants, just to see if he'll get a point.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. Wait till Rosden goes.
Yeah.
Wait, what are
this is just, I don't know. I don't mind losing this. It's a touch grass test.
Damn it! That's actually exposing us, man.
what are the points
Exposed
like?
for playing too much ranked at this point.
Maybe.
I lost track of the
honestly, I
points,
should be good.
but oh well.
But we'll wait for Rosden to have a guess, and then we'll go.
Okay. I don't think it's that long of a. It's a really short track actually. So
How long?
Not very long.
Okay.
So Rosden, you might have to guess quickly if that's what they're doing, or I'm just gonna pause it at one point. So yeah, the very last map. Lock the fuck in. Here it is.
But it sounds like I'm in like Winter Wonderland. I don't know.
Yeah?
Like,
Yeah.
Got it down to 2.
That's
Okay,
it. Do you want me to play it again?
No. Mate, I can't even remember half the Overwatch maps. Like any snow-themed maps. I mean, you got
Yeah.
the
Motherfucking
the King's Row.
It's not King's or Winter, unfortunately.
It's Blizzard World
Blizzard
Winter,
World
man.
Winter, yeah.
It's Blizzard World Winter.
Huh?
There's a
It's
winter
Blizzard
version
World
of Blizzard
Winter.
World.
Lost the 50-50 there, Rosden.
I swear,
Yeah,
I
it's
swear
a
we said Blizzard
50-50.
World before.
Yeah, there's Blizzard World Winter.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I didn't know the map themes changed.
Yeah, it's because there's like a specific it changes the map as well.
Yeah, there's only 2 winter versions of maps, as far as I know, anyway. And that's King's Row and the Blizzard World, so it was a 50-50 for yours then, but unlucky, I guess.
Does the theme also change for like the Halloween icon world?
I think it does, yeah.
It does, yeah.
Cool.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
because it's like a completely different. It's like a completely different map.
Yeah,
as well,
yeah.
So
Doesn't have the wooden platform.
no, oh my god.
Oh no, that is evil.
It's
That
got
is
the
really
railings
evil.
instead, so
That
it's
is
like...
so evil. The amount of times I've tried to jump into that is it's actually criminal.
But yeah, that's it for the quiz. Hope you guys enjoyed that. I don't know what the points are. I kind of lost track.
I'm pretty sure
but
Voltsa won it.
I'm pretty sure Voltsa won. Exact points might be on screen if Kidog adds them. So
Play too much. I play too much.
yeah, for the last one, we can probably give both Younisco and Voltsa points for that because you just both knew it. And yeah, that's it for the quiz. The last section is Client of the Week. So, do we have any nominations? Any ideas?
I would like to backtrack to Mag Corn emoji for holding our game hostage with us in Southampton. Not deserved. It was not fun. I did not want to wait, but I was like, I have to wait. Although it did give my team some time to warm up, so I you know what, silver linings.
No, as far as I remember, when we were on stream once, Mag was very, hostile and toxic to us in match chats. Obviously, very seriously. So I'm gonna add to that. Yeah, Macron emoji. Come on, do better. Any other ideas?
I mean, we touched on it earlier, but I think it was Newell. They provided USS with the wrong formula for calculating the match win percentage.
The entirety of Null.
Also,
Yeah,
we're just forgetting.
Just a nebulous Newell.
We're just forgetting that No just cancelled the summer tournament, so that could in itself be the whole reason to make them clients.
I can get behind that.
Wasn't any ideas?
I mean, I'm sure it's for good reason as well, but
Yeah.
I mean,
I've
honestly, yeah. Oh, sorry.
I've actually got one more.
Okay.
So it turns out this is a minor thing, but it's just funny that it happens to be a friend of the show. So the standings for USS got corrected, right? It was all fine, and then suddenly an hour later, Kent jumps from a 5-3 record to a 6-2 record, and so I inquire because I remember Kent has lost to Oxford and also Warwick first twice, right? In USS.
Definitely once. I don't remember twice. Maybe. I
think
wasn't there
it was
for
in
all
the
the
first
games.
week.
So. Yeah.
Yeah. So I was like, "What's going on there?" And apparently, a certain Jackie Char had said that they were 6-2. So honest mistake, I'd understand, but it's just funny how it happened to be.
And what a coincidence!
Beneficial to him.
Yeah, Jackie was on our first episode, so I'm sure he's going to be watching. You might be a client.
might be.
And Rosden, any ideas from you?
Honestly, might have to give it to myself. I honestly have no idea who it could be because I have not been able to play for 2 weeks. because I was having issues with my computer that meant that I tried to reseat my CPU, and when I took out the fan, the CPU came with the fan, and I had a game in 20 minutes. So
Love that.
I tried to reattach the CPU with the fan connected, and broke my CPU.
Did you like bend the pins or something, like on the back of it?
I bent the pins and then took it to repairman. Said, "Repairman, no fault on you if you have these pins." He literally gave me a call within 20 minutes, saying I snapped the pins. Partial client to Mr. Repairman, because after he fixed it, I started getting blue screen of deaths repeatedly, which I thought was the CrowdStrike. Wasn't the CrowdStrike.
Love that.
His job. So client of the week goes to Mr. Repairman and me combined. Other than that, I'd probably give it to whoever designed the what was it, the NSC one, what's it, one count.
What the bracket? The single in bracket.
Oh, the
single in bracket is pathetic. I'm not happy.
Yeah.
Right. Do we vote on who we want to actually award it to, or?
Sure. Who are the nominees, I guess?
Nominees are Mad Call Emoji, the entirety of Null,
Jackie,
Jackie,
Rosden,
man.
yeah,
and NSC staff.
NSC staff, yeah.
You know, when you consider like the entire career of Jackie 6 in No NSC, I think you can probably come up with a bunch of very interesting things that he did.
What one could you? I mean, would you care to touch on
that? Anyway.
No. No.
Yeah. Should we all just say who we think it should be and then tally up the votes?
Yeah, we just go around.
All right. Voltsa, you're first on my screen, so.
Yeah, I think it's probably the most foreseeable issue would be NSC, so I go for them.
Go, Younisco.
I go for Rosden. I'll just say to his face, is just funny. There's the Warwick hookers without the hooker, you know.
Oh, dude,
like what is the Warwick hookers without the hooker?
I'm gonna go for Jackie probably. I believe it.
So
Rosden has the.
It's down to you.
Rosden's got the deciding vote.
And the thing is, if he just picks one of the people who just isn't on that, then it was just a 4-way tie that all clients.
Unlucky, I guess.
No, I think someone's gonna be a client, you know.
We've got Jackie, NSC, and
yourself.
And yourself to pick from.
Honestly, I could give it to myself, but I think Jackie Char 6. I don't know, that man definitely deserves something.
It's an honor, really, isn't it?
I think it's set nicely on his shelf of the so,
perfect.
Jackie
so
Char 6.
The client of the week is Jackie Char 6 from Kent. Congratulations, big success. And yeah, so that's gonna be it for the episode. We went longer than I expected, but yeah, thanks so much for watching. Thanks Voltsa and Rosden for joining us. Thanks Younisco for co-hosting. I'm gonna call it that now. So yeah, hope everyone enjoyed, and bye-bye.
Bye.
Alright, so turns out that we actually spread disinformation in the last segment. Apparently, we've talked to Jackie shortly after recording the episode. Apparently, he said nothing about being 6 and 2. That was actually JDC who made it up, and then told Voltsa that Jackie told him that. So not only do we have all of the previous charges against JDC, he's also meddling in the unknowable client of the week segment clearly. So yeah, well, let's just summarize quickly. What else has JGC done? Can we get a quick summary?
Well, I mean, we forgot to mention it earlier that he also tried to not remake the brackets in week 2 when there was no. It wasn't even Swiss at all. It didn't matter what record you were on. First would play 64th. So
that's fun. That's great. I love the Swiss
to his
system.
credit, he did end up fixing it, but
Well,
after a little bit of pushback, you know.
I'm pretty sure he was fully intent on not fixing it until one of the other admins intervened and just told him to. So yeah,
I would have taken the free win. It was a free win regardless.
It was definitely a free win, but still, that's not how Swiss works, is it? Anything else we have on JGC?
I mean, I had a little thing too. There,
Go for
it was sort of more of a miscommunication thing, but with how much other evidence there is, it's a bit of a pattern. So it turns out with the opponent match win percentage in USS, it was broken for the first 3 weeks, and in week 4, me and Jackie actually noticed that it was broken, and it got fixed for weeks 4 and 5. Great. However, there was a time where JJC said to me that it would only be fixed for after week 5, which would mean that it wasn't fixed for week 4, which we still had yet to play. So I said, thinking, okay, someone's got to sort this out. I can manually calculate all of the opponent match win percentages if you want me to. And he said, sure. So I go ahead and I spend 2 hours doing that. Maybe I should have asked again, but it turns out he'd fixed it and just hadn't told me after saying to go ahead and do so.
I was about to say, Volta sounds like you need to do some rigorous fact checking. Honestly, I don't know. You might be putting yourself in contention for Client of the Week, maybe.
My only gripe with JJC is that every captain's meeting, whenever I end up showing up to them, I always raise my hand and he tells me no and puts my hand down.
Yeah, shut the fuck up, Younisco.
Fuck you.
Well,
You don't get to speak.
Put your hand down.
Yeah, no, it's like a stage thing on Discord, so I can raise my hand and he can invite me to the stage to speak, but then he like says no.
Yeah, he's seen the gifs.
Yeah, he
very
knows.
Unfortunate.
He knows. That's the one redeeming thing. He knows.
Yeah, redeeming for sure.
Redeeming. But yeah, I suppose then I'm not even gonna ask for a vote. I think it should be unanimous that sorry, Jackie, you're not the client of the week. Or maybe sorry that you're not gonna get a shiny new role in the Warwick server, but yeah, JGC is our client of the week this time. Honestly, do better. But yeah, I think that's it for sure now. We've corrected ourselves. So yeah, once again, thanks to everyone for watching. Thanks you guys for joining me, and yeah, goodbye.
Bye.